Hi everyone. Well, I pulled out all my CDs, and I have quite a few stacks, so I'm probably gonna have to do this in a few parts, a few more videos. But I thought I'd start with the movie soundtracks, movie and Broadway production CDs that I have, just to show what I listen to and what kind of music I really like. So let's see. Let's put these stacks. I have a couple good stacks here. So let's start with this one. This is the Tomb Raider movie soundtrack from 2001. This movie came out the year I graduated high school. We actually went to see it on my grad night, and the film had broken. And yeah, it totally sucked because we didn't get to see the end of the movie. And I won't tell you what part that it happened at, but it was like probably another good 10-15 minutes left of the movie, not including the credits. So it was awful, but I got to buy the movie later. So here we are with Titan AE soundtrack. This is a really good film. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. It's kind of an animated version of Star Wars kind of thing, if you don't know. This is one of those really good soundtracks. So I'm very happy with this one, and this is actually a replacement copy of the one I used to have. Alright, here I was Spawn, the album. I've had this one a really long time. You can tell it's pretty beat up. But yeah, this is one that I listened to a lot when I got it back in 1997, I believe. Alright, we got Mortal Kombat, the original motion picture soundtrack. This is the original soundtrack from 1995, according to the front there. It actually says so. And, well, I was there. I was probably about 12 when that movie came out. Alright, here we are with Mortal Kombat Annihilation. This is a really good soundtrack, too. Not near as good, but good enough. Alright, this is music from Xena Warrior Princess, one of my favorite TV shows. One of my friends gave me this one, and I haven't really listened to it, honestly, but it's nice to have for my Xena collection that I have a little bit of. Here we are with Godzilla, the album. This is from 1998. This is a really good album. It has a song by Puff Daddy. He was called Puff Daddy back then. Yeah, it's a good song, but it's kind of ripping off a rock song, and it made a lot of people angry at the time, I remember. But whatever. Moving on. Here we are, the soundtrack to Underworld Evolution, another really good, like, rock album. Really good. Oh, one of my favorites. I listened to this obsessively. This is actually a replacement copy of the CD I used to have, because the CD I used to have got so beat up and scratched up from me taking it literally everywhere and moving it in and out of different CD wallets and blah blah blah, and it did disappear at one point. Somebody borrowed it without asking and blah blah blah, you know what I mean. I've lost so many CDs over the years. So yeah, this is just an inkling of what I still have anyway. And here is, this was 1996, by the way, if you didn't know. Let's see, we got Batman Forever, 1995 soundtrack. Love this CD. There's a couple of weird songs on here that are a little but it's fine. Alright, here we are with music from Queen of the Damned. Now, most of these songs, I believe, are by, well, in the movie, what's funny is in the movie, most of the songs were sung by Jonathan Davis from Korn. And he did the singing voice for Lestat, basically. From what I remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. But yeah, Aaliyah plays Vampire Akasha, basically Queen of the Vampires. And it's a really good film. And the soundtrack is just popping. Okay, this is still wrapped because I got this because it was the only Sonic movie soundtrack I could find. I was highly disappointed that they didn't. Maybe they did, but I never have been able to find it. Maybe it was available in another country. A CD soundtrack with, like, because they use music from Queen in the movie, and there's that song during the end credits called I Run, I believe. That was kind of a dumb sounding song to me, but I would have been happy to have a CD with those songs on it. But this was pretty much all I could get from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and it's basically just the music, the score, the movie score, which is fine, but that's why it's still wrapped, because maybe I'll open it and listen to it when I get a boombox. Alright, let's move on to the next stack. Stack number 2. Alright, let's see. Let's put these in order here. They weren't in order. It was bothering me. Alright, here we are with Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, 1999 CD soundtrack. This is my original copy. It's actually really good. And the inside, actually, yeah, you can see holes there, right? Because this insert actually is a poster. Which is really cool. I mean, I'm still a huge fan of this movie. I love this movie. I love Jar Jar Binks. If you hate Jar Jar Binks, I'm sorry, but I don't know why you hate him. And I have to argue with you on that. Okay, and here is the soundtrack to Star Wars Episode 1, or Episode 2, I mean. Blah, 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 I can read. Attack of the Clones. This is from 2002. And this is another good score. They did like multiple covers to this one, and I wanted the one specifically with Yoda on it, so I was happy to find that. Alright, here we are with the soundtrack to Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars. And this is actually, yeah, this one has a double CD case that opens up like that. But look, the other CD's missing. You know why? Because I probably put it somewhere else and forgot about it, and it probably got lost someplace. But yeah, I think it was a DVD. That's why I probably put it in one of my DVD cases. That's probably where it is. Alright, here we go. Resident Evil Apocalypse. This is one of my favorite Resident Evil soundtracks, besides the soundtrack to the first movie. Because Marilyn Manson did the composure for the first movie and did a couple of the songs, I think. I don't have that soundtrack yet, but I will get it. And I'm a big fan of Marilyn Manson. I should probably mention that. But this is a really good movie soundtrack. Alright, here we are with Tron Legacy. Music by Daft Punk. If you don't know Daft Punk, you're not really gonna like this. Yes, the CD is missing because I put it somewhere else. I lost a lot of, or I didn't lose, I just put a lot of CDs with other CDs. And yeah, kind of annoyed myself doing that. Alright, here we are with the Matrix original soundtrack. I have the soundtrack to Matrix Reloaded in here somewhere, I believe, too. But the original 1999 movie soundtrack. Love this album. One of my favorites. Alright, here we are with... Guess what it is? Guess. Take a wild guess. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1. And I like how they made it look like a little cassette player with a tape. That's so cool. Here we are with Volume 2. Made to look like... They didn't put the title on the cover of this one. They just put awesome mix. But on this one they did. It's kind of the same design, same tape player. They just put the logo over it, which made sense. Alright, here we are with the original London cast recording of Cats. I don't know why I thought I had the Broadway recording. But, yeah, Cats is one of my favorite musicals ever. I have never actually seen it in person, but I have a DVD of one of the original broadcasted recordings of it from the 80s, like early 80s. I think it's from 1981, which is before I was born, so, you know. Alright, here we are with Suicide Squad, the album. This has some good songs on it. This is the soundtrack from the movie that came out in 2016. Sorry, I keep pausing because of background noise. Anyway, that's a good album. Still background noise. God, I live in a noisy household. Anyway, and here is, I'm almost done, Matrix Reloaded, the album. Told you I had it. It's got some good ones on it. Let's see, Session by Linkin Park. That's actually on there. I actually have the album that is on. I believe it's on Meteora. Let's see what else. Who else is good on here? POD. Love POD. Deftones. Rob Zombie, of course. Rob Zombie is just awesome. Oh, and there's Marilyn Manson. There he is. He's on this one. I think he's on the other one too. Alright, last but definitely not least, we have Burlesque with Cher and Christina Aguilera. Now, this movie was excellent. I was so happy that they did a movie together because I always loved Christina Aguilera's singing voice and hers and Cher's, so it was a good match to have both of them in the movie. And this whole soundtrack is phenomenal. Like, it's one of, if you really like people with great range, this is it. Because Christina Aguilera's range in every song is just perfect to me. If you don't think so, okay, you know. Alright, that'll do it for this video, and I'll be doing another video on another stack of CDs soon. So stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.